What's going on? It's your boy Sermon at Sermon's Domain on Twitter. French Montana is back with his 5th collaborative mixtape in his entire career, and this time he's joined by Fetty Wap. The origins of Coke Zoo is the two were on Chris Brown's latest tour over the summer, and like any artist that likes to record a lot, you got a studio on the bus. So the two connected and decided to make some records together. It turned into like a whole project, and that's what we did with Coke Zoo. Right off the bat, I gotta say that I like that French still collaborates with artists on tapes, because that's something he was doing way before it was trendy, way before Drake and Future, way before talks of J. Cole and Kendrick Lamar doing something, or Schoolboy Q and ASAP Rocky. French Montana was doing that. He and Max B had the Coke Wave series. He did Lockout with Waka Flocka, and then he had Cocaine Mafia with 3-6 Mafia. So he's been doing the collaborative thing, and I like that he does it because a lot of times when he picks these combinations, you can see that they have chemistry. Obviously, he's not gonna top Coke Wave and the chemistry that he had with Max B, but Lockout and Cocaine Mafia were good projects as well. And I also got to say that it's very clear that, French and Fetty have, chemistry. I mean, I'm not calling this mixtape anything spectacular, but there are a few records on here that it's like, okay, these two are really good together. Like, for instance, one of my favorite songs on the project is Angel, and I like that one. I felt like the two displayed, good chemistry. It's hard to explain, but you just listen to somebody and this is what they have. Another record I liked, which is weird because I liked the record, but I also had a little issue with the record. It's called Whip It. My issue with the record comes from the fact that it kind of sounds like French Montana is doing his best Future flow, impersonation of that. And I don't know, I don't like when it's noticeable like that. Like right off the bat, I'm listening to him like, it sounds like something Future would say in the style of which he would say it. But the record grew on me as I kept listening to the mixtape. It grew on me. My last favorite record was Gangsta Way, French Montana and Chris Brown. I feel like he definitely could have saved that for his upcoming album, or for something bigger, because the record doesn't sound like it fits in with the mixtape. And on top of that, Fetty Wap's not on it. That's another thing that I didn't understand about the mixtape, is that it's a collaborative mixtape, but there's it's like a few French and Fetty Wap records, and then other solo records, collaborative records with other people. It was all over the place, and it felt quickly thrown together. Just because they recorded some records on the tour bus doesn't mean that a full project needed to be put out. But like I said, there are some records on here that are good, that are are worth listening to. And another record that stood out to me for the wrong reasons was Freaky. When French Montana's rapping, you hear Fetty Wap's ad-libs in the background, and it's not like new ad-libs. It's not like he went in and ad-libbed after his verse. It sounds like a sample of, ad-libs, and it's throughout the whole beat. But when you're listening to French Montana, and then you have, Fetty Wap doing the same ad-lib over and over again, it's like, it just doesn't fit well, And that was one of the things that I didn't like. So, should you download this mixtape? I honestly don't think you're missing much if you don't. But again, if you're a friend of French Montana and Fetty Wap, then I'm pretty sure you know what to expect. And that's all I gotta say about that. I got a couple questions too. Who had the better presence on the mixtape, French or Fetty? I feel like just because I feel like he's more on the tape than Fetty, that I would go within French's direction. But, some people might have thought, Fetty Wap's parts were more memorable or better. Lastly, who else do you want to see, French Montana do a mixtape with? It's clear that he's done these collaborative mixtapes in the past. He's not going to stop doing them. So, in a couple years or a year, however long, who do you want to see French Montana do a collaborative mixtape with? Who do you think he has good chemistry with? Um, finally, if these two sat down and put more effort into Coke Zoo, we'd have something, memorable adding to their catalog. But I just feel like it was rushed. And, French Montana being the veteran with collaborative tapes, man, I expected more out of him since he put out, the good ones in the past. But ultimately, if I had to rank like all his collaborative tapes, Coke Zoo would probably be at the bottom. Coke Wave would definitely be at the top. But let me know your thoughts on Coke Zoo in the comment section below. Then like the video, subscribe to the channel if you're not already, share the video, follow me on Twitter at SermonsDomain. And as always, thank you for your time. I appreciate you for watching, and until next time, peace.